Hello. Hi guys. This is all of Dotkay, and today I have a very special video for you. I will be taking the CAT-Q test. So here's the deal. I will give an explanation of the test, and then for most of this video I will be going through the questions and sharing with you guys my thoughts, and then at the end we will see the results together. Just keep one thing in mind, okay? This video is for educational purposes only. This is not a tool for self-diagnosis of any kind. Go talk to a doctor, okay? Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to read the explanation and the basic information, and then we will start, okay? The Camouflaging Autistic Traits Questionnaire, or CAT-Q, is a self-report measure of social camouflaging behaviors in adults. It may be used to identify autistic individuals who do not currently meet diagnostic criteria due to their ability to mask their autistic proclivities. Okay, so it's just like a long-winded way of saying you're good at hiding the fact that you're autistic. Okay, anyways, basic information: statements 25, duration 5 to 10 minutes, type screening tool, authors Laura Hull, E.T.L. Is that her full name? Let's say Laura Hull. Okay, that's the author for this. I don't know the others. And publishing year 2018. Not too bad. Seminal paper, like development of validation of the camouflaging autistic traits questionnaire CAT-Q Hull ETL. Oh, so Hull ETL, that's her full name? That's crazy. Okay, so let's go. Just gotta click here, CAT-Q. Let's go. So like I said, I'll be walking through these questions and explaining my thought process, and let's see how this goes. So the CAT-Q. Please read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experience during social interactions. When I am interacting with someone, I deliberately copy their body language or facial expressions. So basically, if I'm in a room with other people, it's weird because on the one hand, sometimes I'll laugh if it's like the mood is right, you know what I mean? But maybe I just go with the flow for the most part. Neither agree nor disagree. Where's the somewhat agree? I somewhat agree. I'm not really strong on it, but sometimes, you gotta read a room. You gotta know how to read a room. Let's see here. I monitor my body language or facial expressions so that I appear relaxed. I don't know about strongly disagree. Actually, no. I don't care about my face, but I do hyperfixate on my body language and how I'm obsessed with not looking aggressive to people, Yeah, I'm hyperfixated. I'm not trying to look threatening to people while I walk, while I stand, where I stand. Yeah. Okay, so question 3. I rarely feel the need to put on an act in order to get through a social situation. I rarely. The question's basically saying I don't do it often, right? Because at the end of the day, we all social mask with some regards, right? Otherwise, this world would be a much dark and cruel place. But this is talking about something different, right? To me, I disagree. I personally have this habit of trying to fit the situation, the social situation, because I don't want drama. So that could be why I do that. Like, I literally do not want to be caught up in drama. So sometimes I'll just let someone, one second, I'll let someone win the debate. You know what I mean? Just so that the drama ends. It just ends. So yeah, I disagree. I have developed a script to follow in social situations. Yes, I do. Not a talking script, but more of a, you meet someone, you break the ice. Once the ice is broken, you move on to the next set. Like, it's formulaic. Like, socializing with people can be very formulaic for me. Um, I will repeat phrases that I have heard others say in the exact same way that I first hear them. Disagree. I do the opposite. I don't misquote people, but I try not to, like, word for word, you know, copy someone's statement, you know. I adjust my body language or facial expressions, plural expressions, so that I appear interested by the person I am interacting with. Yeah, 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 I do that. Like, I literally pretend I don't know anything about anime just to hang out with normal people. You know, people talking about One Piece and Demon Slayer. I'm like, oh, that seems nice. I've never heard of those shows before, right? That's how I am in the real world. I even pretend not to play video games sometimes. Um, in social situations, I feel like I'm performing rather than myself. In social situations, I'd say neither agree or disagree. It's like it's weird because I, like, say I go out right now and I go downtown, right? I'm being myself still, but if anyone were to try to interact with me, then I would adjust my body language and adjust my speech. I'd say somewhat agree. Um, if I'm just by myself on the street, you know, going from my home to, like, a store or something, I don't change my personality. It's only when I interact with other people. So let's see here. Question 8. In my... Sorry, let's try this again. In my own social interactions, I use behaviors that I have learned from watching other people interacting. Yes. Yes. In fact, I used to have a habit of um, studying human behavior just out of a hobby, watching documentaries, reading articles on just straight how humans behave, right? Yeah, I could see that. Strongly agree on that. But where's 9? Okay, 9. I always think about the impression I make on others. I do. It's a flaw. There's some people to this day that I've probably burnt a bridge with, like, a couple years ago, that I'm just like, oh, I'd pay $1 million to reset that friendship, you know, or reset that problem. Anyways, let's see. Next question. Okay. I need the support of others in order to socialize. I somewhat disagree. It's not a full disagreement. Because often, like, at least in the past few months, I often initiate contact with people. I've noticed I've done a lot of initiating. I haven't had a moment in a long time where someone pursued me. So that's what I do. It's partly because of my lifestyle. I just don't interact with people as much. But yeah, I have gone out of my way uh, to socialize with other people. That's not to say I'm extroverted. That's to say that the best medicine to loneliness is socializing, and you got to give it your best shot. Um, Question 11. I practice my facial expressions and body language to make sure they look natural. Disagree. I don't think that much on it. It's just in the moment. I don't practice. It's like a instinct at this point. Does that make sense? Um 12, I don't feel the need to make eye contact with other people if I don't want to. I somewhat agree. I find, let me think about eye contact. I find it tiring there. I find looking at the eyes to be the most frustrating part of talking to people. Anyways, 13. I have to force myself to interact with people when I am in social situations. Yeah, yeah, I do. There's a lot of situations I can think of where I just start small talking with people. And some people on this YouTube channel that have subbed to me, you know who you are. I reached out to you guys, or at least I tried to make my best attempt to reach out to other people in the real world. So thank you for your support, by the way. Question 14 says, I have tried to improve my understanding of social skills by watching others. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. I said it earlier, I used to study this stuff. Not in a professional or an academic setting, just a hobby, like a hobbyist. 15. I monitor my body language and facial expressions so that I appear interested by the person I am interacting with. I'd say agree or disagree. It's like something I feel like I could be doing, right? But I don't really choose to do it. I know I could do it, but I don't. Does that make sense? I have the capability to do it, and I think about it, but I don't initiate it, right? It's like thinking about driving a car versus driving it, right? You can think about driving a car all day, but until you get behind the wheel, nothing's happened, right? 16. When in social situations, I try to find ways to avoid interacting with others. This is dependent on my mood, right? Because the only reason why I avoid interacting with people in a social setting is that I get tired of it, right? But if I'm new to that setting, right, it's almost like I'll do neutral. Because, like, on the one hand, I want to say, like, if it's too much socializing, then agree. If it's just like you just showed up and the vibes are good, then it's the opposite. I disagree. But I'll say neutral for now. I have researched the rules of social interactions to improve my own social skills. Yes. Like I said 2 times already. I am always aware of the impression I make on other people. Strongly disagree. That's half of the problem. I can't freaking tell how people perceive me. So I have to take the worst option. Like, oh, I'm a butthead, or mean, right? I have to assume that until someone tells me otherwise. Okay? So, question 19. I feel free to be myself when I am with others. Strongly disagree. I can't just be myself. It depends on the vibe. And even then, to some extent, I'm more or less if I wanted to be honest, I put on an act, but not an act like I'm faking. And an act like how someone would like puff out their chest to appear confident, right? That type of deal. Okay. So, question 20. I learned how people use their bodies and faces to interact by watching television or films or by reading fiction. Strongly agree on that. Now, the reading fiction, I don't read fiction really. I don't really read fiction unless you count watching a foreign film with subtitles. I don't think that counts, by the way. So yeah, television and film for sure. Question 21. I adjust my body language or facial expressions so that I appear relaxed. No. No. People claim like I'm too nervous at times. I'll say somewhat. I say somewhat for now. I think that's how I'm feeling, you know. I somewhat disagree. Because, like my only relaxed state is here at home, right? That was a long stun for me, but essentially, long story short, I feel relaxed at home, and that could be a flaw on my end, but that's just how it works, I guess. Um, Question 22. When talking to others, I feel like the conversation flows naturally. I somewhat agree. There have been some bad convos in my day, uh, but a lot of them are positive, a lot more than negative. Um, when I say positive, I don't mean like a good outcome. I mean positive in the sense like you're going topic, 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 question, 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 answer. You know, there's a flow. That's not to say every um, talking to other people has positive or negative outcomes. It's just the consistency of the convo, right? That's all it's asking. That the question. So on question 23, I have spent time learning social skills from television shows and movies and tried to use these in my interactions. I disagree. Like you can use, right, social skills from television films as an example of how, like inspiration, right? It's like an inspirational tool, right? All right. So 24, I'm almost done here. Um, let's see. 24. In social interactions, I do not pay attention to my face or body are doing. I somewhat agree. Sometimes I don't know, find myself getting distracted on cam. Have you ever seen my streams where I'm just looking off like this? I'm just doing this all the time. Yeah, I do get distracted. Okay, deal with it. Last question. Okay. In social situations, I feel like I am pretending to be normal. Dude, 100%. 100%. By the way, normal is relative to where you live and your social status and your income and all that stuff. But you get this question, right? In social situations, I feel like I'm pretending to be normal. Yes, relatively speaking, I try to be normal relative to the majority around me, which is, it is what it is, right? Let's see. Score time 120. I don't know what that means. um, Compassion subtotal 46. Masking subtotal 33. Assimilation subtotal 41. What does that mean? Come on. What does that mean? I'm just going to skim through this. Adds up all answers for statements, but like, where's the meaning? You know what I mean? Like, They're gonna make me do math? Wait, hold on, let me scroll down. I see neurotypical, right? Which is like what? A third? A neurotypical woman is a third less autistic. What the heck? Oh, whatever. I'm trying to find out what this stuff means, guys. It's a fun quiz, but... Okay, well, if any of you guys are watching this video, feel free to tell me how I did. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes. This is not meant to diagnose yourself or someone you know. Please, one more time, go to a medical professional and seek their advice. Okay? So I'm done with this video. I'm going to cut it there. Thank you. I love doing tests. It's a fun little type of content if you ask me. Anyways, second goodbye.